They say the Taj Mahal is a love story carved into stone, built by an emperor for his queen. What if I told you that's only half the story? What if the real creators, the true masterminds, were hidden in plain sight, their names almost erased by time? Today, we uncover the secret brotherhood of Muslim architects, artists, and engineers who didn't just build a tomb, they built a gateway to paradise before the first rays of sunlight ever touched its marble, before the world called it a wonder. And long before lovers whispered its name in awe, the Taj Mahal began as an idea born in the heart of a grieving emperor. Shah Jahan, the powerful ruler of the Mughal Empire, had just lost his beloved queen, Mumtaz Mahal. Her death didn't just shake him, it shook the very foundations of his empire. But from this profound grief, a mission emerged to build a monument so perfect, so radiant, that it would mirror the paradise promised in the Quran. This mission would spark one of the greatest architectural undertakings in the history of mankind. But here is the truth that so few ever speak about. Shah Jahan did not build the Taj Mahal. Muslim architects did. An extraordinary global team, a dream team of the Islamic world's finest minds, was assembled from Persia, Turkey, Arabia, Central Asia, and across India. They were brought together to create a masterpiece that the world would study for centuries. At the very center of this brilliant brotherhood stood a man named Ustad Ahmad Lahouri, a mathematical genius, a master of geometry, and the man most scholars now agree was the principal architect of the Taj Mahal. He understood a secret that ancient architects lived by: perfection is not found in chaos. It is born from divine symmetry. He designed the Taj with such flawless proportion that every arch seems aligned with the heavens, every dome is perfectly balanced by its reflection in the water, and every courtyard is built upon the sacred principles of Islamic geometry. But a vision this grand could never be realized by one man alone. He did not work in isolation. Now imagine carving the very words of God into marble, where a single mistake is not an option. That was the immense responsibility of Abdul Haq, who became known as Amanat Khan Shirazi. He was the master calligrapher whose beautiful Quranic inscriptions adorn the grand gateways and walls of the Taj Mahal. His letters weren't written with ink and a pen. They were meticulously crafted from precious black marble and inlaid into brilliant white stone. Each curve, each line required absolute precision. If just one stroke was misaligned, the entire verse and its profound spiritual meaning would be compromised. His breathtaking work turned the Taj Mahal into a living Quran, a monument of divine reminders that speak to you as you walk through its gates. Then came Ismail Effendi, a master engineer summoned from the great Ottoman Empire. He was the genius who perfected the magnificent double-dome structure, a design so advanced that modern architects still study it with a sense of wonder. Think about it, two massive domes, one nested inside the other. This wasn't just for show. The outer dome creates that iconic, breathtaking silhouette against the sky, while the inner dome maintains a perfect human-scale proportion for the chamber below. This ingenious design perfectly amplified sound for prayers, helped keep the interior cool in the scorching Indian heat, and created the illusion of impossible height and grace. From Persia came the celebrated Petra Dura artists, masters of gemstone inlay. They were like painters who used stone instead of paint. They skillfully carved ruby, jade, turquoise, onyx, and lapis lazuli into intricate patterns of vines, flowers, and Quranic symbolism. Each tiny petal was a masterpiece in itself. Each mosaic took weeks to complete. Some of the more complex designs took years of patient, dedicated work. These stones were not just mere decoration. They were chosen to represent the lush gardens of Jannah paradise, making the cold marble come alive with color and life. Behind the scenes, working in quiet collaboration, were the mathematicians and geometers. These were the unsung Muslim scholars who calculated every angle, every shadow, and every celestial alignment with astonishing accuracy. The Taj Mahal isn't just symmetrical, it's astronomically calibrated. On the night of a full moon, the light hits the central dome in such a way that the marble seems to glow from within, as if the entire building is breathing, alive with a soft, ethereal light. And then there were the 20,000 craftsmen who worked day and night for over 2 decades. Builders, stonecutters, chiselers, metalworkers, calligraphers, and marble polishers. Most of their names have been lost to time, but their legacy is etched into every surface. They came from all corners of the Islamic world, from Bukhara, Shiraz, Baghdad, Samarkand, Kabul, and from every region of India. They spoke different languages, belonged to different tribes, but were united by one singular mission: to build something that would last for the ages. To achieve this, they needed the finest material on earth. From the quarries of Makrana, they brought the purest white marble, a stone so pristine it reflects the changing colors of the sky, appearing pink at dawn, brilliant white at noon, and golden at sunset. It is said that it took over 1,000 elephants just to transport these massive blocks of stone across hundreds of miles. Now you may have heard the grim myth that Shah Jahan cut off the hands of the architects and craftsmen to ensure they could never build anything as beautiful again. But modern historians, including Islamic scholars, now widely agree that there is no historical evidence to support this legend. In fact, we know that many of the same architects and artisans went on to work on other magnificent Mughal buildings. It was their enduring legacy, not their suffering, that built the empire's glory. So the Taj Mahal is often called a symbol of love, and it is. But behind its romantic facade lies something deeper, something far more profound. It is the pinnacle of Islamic architecture. It is a building rooted in spirituality, mathematics, art, and unwavering devotion. Every soaring arch whispers Allah's name. Every lush garden is a representation of paradise on earth. Every intricate geometric pattern reflects the divine order of the universe. And yet, for centuries, the world has praised the Taj Mahal without fully acknowledging the Muslim minds who brought it into existence. Their story was overshadowed, their contributions minimized. But today their story returns to the light. Ustad Ahmad Lahouri, the visionary architect, Amanat Khan, the calligrapher of God's words, Ismail Effendi, the engineer of wonders, the Persian gem masters who painted with stone, and the thousands of unnamed heroes whose hands and hearts shaped history. So the next time you look at a picture of the Taj Mahal, or if you are ever blessed to stand before it, don't just see a monument of love, see the brilliance of an entire civilization, see the Islamic golden age carved into marble. It stands as a timeless reminder that when faith, knowledge, and artistry come together, they can create something truly eternal. And in the quiet silvery glow of the moonlight, if you listen closely, the Taj Mahal still whispers the names of the Muslim masters who built a masterpiece not just for an emperor but for the world and for God. Thank you for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as we did, please like, share, and subscribe for more hidden histories. See you next time.